We got the pool player equivalent of show and tell, or dick measuring, depending on how you want to look at it, tonight on the Tang Clan. Greetings, fellow Qists. Thank you guys for being here. You guys get the gist of what I do by now. I love pool, and I love pool gear. And there's one type of pool video that I especially love. Come on, say it with me. What's in my case? So without further ado, let's go to the film. All right. What's in my case? These have got to be probably my favorite pool videos to watch on YouTube. I can really give two shits about Karl Boyes, but he has a series of pros doing what's in my case stuff. There used to be a lot of like old pool dog videos, what's in my case, and it's stuff that's it comes in waves. Either you see a lot of them or you see none of them. But I would say currently Karl Boyes is probably the one sticking with the what's in my case stuff. But I love it because I'm a I don't know, I'm a car show guy. I'm always taking my car to car shows and going hood up and everybody. It's dick measuring. It's showing everybody what you got, what you're proud of, what your tools are. So therefore, this is kind of like the car show equivalent to pool. What's in my case? It's also a good idea if you're looking to be a working pool player, a traveling pool player, just to see what high-level amateurs, professionals, you know, longtime street guys like myself, you know, just what we have that we need to have on hand for us to be able to do our craft the best, and that's, you know, make money off a pool. My bag that I have here, JB cases. I know a lot of people have a hard time with the guy John Barton because they've seen his lives and he blows up. People fuck with him, man, and he has such a passion about it that I've seen him trip out on people. But regardless of what a person's like or what their politics are, the dude makes a hell of a case, and it's a legit case, and I couldn't see putting my cues on anything else. A lot of times you see those guys with those tubes and the cues fucking clanging around. I hate that shit. Like your cues are not going nowhere, and it's a nice soft material, and everything's protected. So it's always going to be a JB case for me. The only other instance I would suggest having another case on hand is I carry a 1x1 sometimes. That's if I know I'm going to be in maybe a shady pool hall or a dumpy area or something like that, something I've never been to before, because if somebody sticks me up or I get beat up or something like that, or not beat up, if I get into a fight and somebody grabs my shit, it's like I lose my whole life. You know, I know I'm going to be in an area like that, and I have a 1x1 with one cue in there. You know, I really don't want to lose the cue, but you know, shit happens. It's not your whole life. So I always suggest having a little cheapie, a little 1x1, and maybe even like a backup cue, if just in case, if you know you're going to be in one of those areas and you don't want to play with the house cue. Just I don't know, maybe a little a travel case or something like that. So anyway, my preferred case is the 3x6 that holds 3 butts, 6 shafts. I like to go for each butt. I like to have 1 shaft and then 1 extra shaft. So my brake cue, I have a carbon fiber and a wood, and the same with my two identical playing cues, carbon fiber and wood shaft. I primarily play with the carbon fiber, but I always keep wood because wood is the ultimate in response. If I'm hitting bad shots and I want to go to a lot more feel, you know, switch to the wood shaft. And it's like you kind of gain your feel back. It's like pitching, man. You gotta sometimes you gotta pitch around stuff, and the same with pool. Sometimes you gotta shoot around the way your body's working at the moment. So enough of the yip yap. Let me get to cracking up this case and show you what I got. Like I said, this is a 3x6 JB case, and I don't know if this is like any of you guys seen Office Space. You got 30 pieces of flair. I don't know. I've got a few things that mean a lot to me, and especially with pool, like this means a lot to me. So this is just combining my worlds. I've got an Islander pin from my mother, World War II veteran pin from my grandfather, and a pin I got with my bro and my nephew when we went traveling around a couple years ago to baseball stadiums. And then I got this pin, Pennywise the Clown from the movie It. Because it was like a group of kids that were losers, and they called themselves the Losers Club, but they did a great thing together. So it's kind of like a yin and yang type thing. So it's by saying it's the Losers Club, it's really about winning. So this is my little flair. On the outside clipped on my bag, I have one of these things. This is made by 60, but you can also get them at. I've seen a bunch of generic ones. This is a joint protector holder, and if you're ever going through joint protectors like crazy, you know they're not cheap. They're $15-20, and sometimes they hit the floor and you never see them again because you're always in some dark environment. Here, you click your JPs on here, and you'll never lose them again. Here's a little keychain of our 45th and 47th president. And this thing right here, this is a, I don't know, I'm a pool snob, so I feel like this is important. This is actually called a ball sack. What it is, it's just a ball holder. And I absolutely love the Predator cue ball. So I always travel with just my Predator cue ball, because I hate using the ones with the red measles or blank ones. I love the Predator ball. So if I'm gonna play somewhere and I know they got a shitty cue ball, we're using the Predator ball. So that's my ball sack. All right, let's get into these pouches. This is just a accessories pouch. I got my Viking towel. Not really a glove guy, but stay tuned because I got a glove video coming up. 60 gloves, got to have those. Here's my Viking extension. I use an 11-inch extension. I see guys, like 3-inch, 8-inch. I just use one. I have an 11-inch extension, and this is it's like a air grade aluminum extension. It's very light, but it's a nice extension. I like it. Easy, right onto the back of the cue. There's the pouch for that. Going to the smaller pouch here. I got nothing in this one. She's got a little pouch of carbon fiber wipes. If you were, I do most of this stuff at home. I like to use alcohol and all that, but on the road, if you want to clean your cue with alcohol, you got your carbon fiber wipes. These are Predator Revo ones, but I mean every brand has their own carbon fiber wipe. This thing got all these great little plastic cases at Walmart in the fishing section, in the sporting goods in the fishing section, made by this company Plano. It seems like everything was perfect for what I wanted to carry, that I didn't want to like put in little pouches. So I got this little plastic case, and I just got my tip tool in here. And if you're on the fence about carrying tools with you, these Q-Tech bow tie tools, they're called bow tie tool. I've seen generic ones, but mainly Q-Tech makes a nice one. You can scuff your tip, shape your tip, and it's got the tapper inside. And if you're not tapping or scuffing up your tip before you play or while you play, what the hell are you even chalking it for? You got to have these little tools to make everything. It's always not what it seems. You never just put chalk on your tip and you go. It's like you got to prepare it. You got to make it take the chalk and all that stuff. So I carry multiple levels of chalk. Obviously, my high-end speed chalk I keep for myself, but these are what I call giveaways. People ask me, "Oh, you got an extra chalk, bro?" It's always a pain in the ass, man, because people, I don't know what fucking people do. You come to a pool hall and they don't have chalk, and you're not using mine because you chalk like an asshole. All my chalks are meticulously worn in. It's really crazy. So I have Silver Cup, Triangle, and Masters. If you're some drunk nitwit and you ask me for chalk, you're getting Silver Cup. If you're a slightly inebriated 30 to 40-year-old woman, you can possibly get the Tweet and Fiber stuff. And if you're really hot, maybe I'll give you a Predator Q. But nobody's touching my $30 speed chalk. Anyway, this is my little mercy. It's like a penny jar at a gas station. Leave a penny, take a penny. All right, so that's my little tool stuff. It's like everything I need. If I need to work on my cue, if I need to clean my cue, if I don't have a cue ball, it's like everything I would possibly need that can remedy something going wrong in a pool hall. Anything that's going to take my mind away from everything but playing pool, I need to have covered for just peace of mind. Because if you're going to earn and you're going to play the best games of your life for money, it's like you gotta be focused on one thing, and that's playing pool. So all right, let's break out the tools here. The tools of my trade. All right, so let's start with the break cue. This is a Viking Crush. What I have on here is a tennis grip over rack. It's a kind of tacky, leathery grip because I just wanted something because it's always your hardest shot that you're gonna do in a break. So I don't want the thing slipping out of my hand and damaging my cloth or just flying off somewhere. This is I had this one engraved. Gangster Pool. All right, so it's the Viking Crush, and this is the V-Core wooden shaft that comes with the Crush. It's got the phenolic tip, you know, the durable ferrule on there. This is a very heavy shaft. I always feel like, because I have probably an 18-ounce brake shaft, I have none of the weight in there. It's very light, but this shaft is very heavy, and it feels like my cue is top heavy. And I think that's the point of what they were going for, but that's not what I like. So this is a heavy brake cue if I feel like I'm off balance and it's maybe like I'm backward leaning sometimes because I have neck issues and feet issues. I would kind of go to this just to give me a little bit extra oomph. But it's pretty much just a backup option in case something happens to my carbon fiber. And this is the Viking Siege brake cue, brake shaft. This has the Teom tip on there, Teom 2.0. So yeah, so this is what I'd play, and then obviously the wood would be the backup on that. I think you guys know my cues. I talk about them all the time. It's the Paul Drexler Viking collab, the Element series. So currently 2 of the 4 elements have been released, the fire, and then later came the water. These are 2 identical cues in weight, you know, slightly different materials and style and everything like that. But they're pretty much, rather, besides design, they're pretty much identical cues. And that's the way I like them, because the fire one is my main cue, and the water cue is something I play with as much as my main cue, but I need to play with it, you know, just in case something happens to the main cue, maybe maintenance or something's like being done on it. But yeah, it's like I play with them equal, but obviously they have their roles. So first is the water cue. It's got the ebony forearm, bird's eye maple grip, and it's Unilock radial. And this is the big brother. This is fire. So contrasting elements, water and fire. One's in your face and one's more subtle. But pretty much these are the same cues, and that's exactly what I love, because without them being production cues, they're handmade by a Hall of Fame cue maker, and they're pretty much identical. So I can play with either one of my eyes closed and it will perform the same for me. So those are my playing cues. There's the shafts that go with them. Each one of these guys came with their wooden V-core shaft. The V-core shaft is, I guess you could say it's Viking's entry-level shaft. I would rank it more with probably like the Z shaft for Predator. Like Predator has a Z shaft. It's not their low deflection 314 shaft. Yeah, I would kind of categorize these as Z shafts. So each one of these guys come with the wood. These guys have Tiger Sniper tips on there. And I have white carbon fiber shafts for each one of these guys, but they are slightly different. For the water cue, I have a white carbon fiber shaft in 12.5. That's my preferred dimension, is 12.5. But this is the wood grain carbon fiber shaft. It's carbon fiber, it's just got a wood grain on it. It looks weird, but it's every bit carbon fiber. So these guys go together. And then I have the original, the black raw carbon fiber 12.5 white carbon shaft, and that goes with the fire cue. So this is my bag. 15 minutes of me rambling. This is I'm a working street pool player. I'm not a professional on tour guy. I haven't signed any documents for M yet. In case you're listening, honey. But yeah, this is what I would consider to be a working man's pool bag. If you need it done to your cues and whatever you need, it's this is it. This is what I feel you would need. So that's it. That's what's in my bag, which is like probably 3 times longer than any Karl Boyes What's in My Bag video. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that What's in My Bag video. And I also want to thank you guys for watching my last video. I got some really great response on that one. So I want to thank everybody who continually taps in and checks out my videos. I got some great stuff in the hopper planned for some future episodes. I got a billiard glove spectacular that you don't want to miss, where I take 10 or so of the industry's top gloves and I strap them to these meat hooks here. So be on the lookout for that one. Also, don't forget, it's Mosconi Cup season. Me and Jay got some huge things planned. And I ain't talking about our bellies either. So as always, please comment, like, subscribe. You can get me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, OnlyFans at The Gangster of Pool. And don't forget, you can see me with my buddy Jay on Lever 2 Billiards Live. Once again, I'm The Gangster of Pool. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.